Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do issue number 8 from The Defenders, Volume 2 by Marvel Comics. I give this series some flack because I think it's purely nostalgia bait. And I'm standing with that. There is also nostalgic stuff in here, familiar stuff. But actually this was more like a, simple but fun story. And at least into a, issue 9 that I think could be interesting. But I haven't read it. Yeah, I've read it many, many years ago, but I totally forgot what it's all about. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before we do that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm doing daily reviews, unboxing videos. Also got a new comic coming up, Gemini Crusaders. I'm going to leave the link in the description. It would be cool if you are, signing up to that. And now, without further ado, let's go on with the review. That rhymes. All right, so we are in Kree. I believe this is Hala, that's how you say it. And we have Ronan the Accuser, and there's a couple of people here standing before the Supreme Intelligence. And this guy called Commander Tarvas is kneeling because he's been chosen to, well, not to be enhanced, but, how do you say? He's being genetically altered. He's going to be altered just like every Kree in the future, according to the, what am I saying, the Supreme Commander? What am I saying? Yeah, Supreme Intelligence. Anyway, so he's been turned into this, well, evolved state, and he's basically pacifying planets, basically conquering them, and he's doing that, and of course, in the glory of the Kree Empire. And there's also some kind of an unstoppable weapon being created, I guess. Meanwhile, we have the Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Namor teleporting here on this planet called Trellnax-3, and they are looking for the Silver Surfer, but they are looking a little bit too, too human, I guess, because everybody's looking at them, so they bring a lot of attention. So Strange uses some kind of illusion spell, and the Hulk has an armor that I've seen before in Volume 1, where they are on the Badoon planet, while they are fighting for their lives. Was it on the Badoon? I believe it was the Badoon. But it was the Badoon storyline with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the original ones, which was really a fun one. It reminds me, probably a copy, or maybe Ron Friends, who is the artist here, has, take a look at the older issues and says, I'm going to implement that here. Just a guess, but it really, really looks like that. Anyway, so, but they're also being watched by someone. I don't know who they are, of who this is, I mean. So the Hulk is hungry, and of course, Namor doesn't like that. He says, hey, I want to go find the Silver Surfer and get out of here as soon as possible. But then Hulk says, hey, why don't we go into this tavern and ask around? Because, maybe Silver Surfer was there, eating. But then, talking about nostalgia bait, Hulk's old foes called the Toad Man are here, and he hates them. He hates the ugly man, and you're gonna guess what's happening. So, bar brawl, right? As you can expect with the Hulk, he's so triggered very, very easily, just like Namor. Anyway, Namor is enraged that they are, doing this pointless brawl, and while they are, free Atlantis from Atuma, or Atuma, not sure how you say it anyway. So Strange comes here and he's doing a spell and he says, hey, I want you to be silent and be calm, right? So he asked the Toad Man if they are seeing the Silver Surfer here, right? Because he's gone. So the Silver Surfer, so one of the Toad Men says, yeah, he came to the Delhi system, to the Yang Moon. It seems that the Kree also was trying to conquer the planet, so Silver Surfer was there to, I don't know, protect them, I guess, but then he's being overwhelmed by something. Now, a little bit going back to the curse. The curse is like, if there is peril, they always come together. They're being teleported to a place, and all four of them, because they are cursed, will be teleported to that place. But it seems in the last issue that the Silver Surfer was not teleported, to where the rest of the Defenders, meaning Hulk and Strange and Namor, doing the heroic deeds. I forgot what this is all about. Anyway, So I wonder, okay, so is this a writing problem? But it seems that I explained that a little bit later, but yeah, let's explain that a little bit later. Okay, so let's move on. And then they hear a sound, right? And then they are, you know, the wall has been blasted. I like the sound effects. The art looks good. Ron Frenz is, you know, pretty, I believe, mostly known for the 4 comics, you know, back in the day. I like his style, very classic. Very house style, right? I mean, Marvel had once upon a time a house style. A house style is when other artists take over, and just for instance, Superman. You know, when somebody draws Superman, the house style always demands that the one that takes over draws Superman like he is Superman. You know, not like a cartoony version or a warped version. You know, he has to look like the Superman of the old days, and it was for a very long time was that the case. Nowadays, yeah, well, let's not go into that. So it's is it general? Let me double check, or is it commander? Commander Tarvash, yeah. So he's here, and the narrator says one of the Toad Men, right? It says they are walking. We call them walking wampers. They are based on a technology we stole in years ago. From the long dead empire in a galaxy far, far away. Yes, that's yeah. All right. I don't know why they think this is a good design. All right, so they want to conquer this planet, right? And he says, "I surrender, or you being crushed." But of course, the defenders don't like that. But Strange says, "Hey, we need to aid the Toad Man." And Hulk says, "No, I'm not going to do that because the ugly man, Toad Man, are his enemies." And then Strange breaks character, and he is basically losing it, and he's yelling at the Hulk, and the Hulk yells back. And then Namor, of all people, is intervening, and he says, "You need to stop this now. Are you mad, Strange? You have been abrasive of late, but this is nonsense. You are a peacemaker. Our voice is our voice of calm. This is not how you deal with the Hulk." Well, he's right. So what Namor is doing is trying to be the reason here. He says, "Hey, if we're gonna, smash the Kree and we help the Toad Man, and then you can all you eat what you want, right? But we need to help the Toad Man." But Hulk says, "Fishman talks to Hulk like Hulk is stupid. But Hulk is not stupid. Hulk fought Batwing's man monster, Fishman's monster. Now Fishman wants Hulk to fish Ugly Man's monsters. But Ugly Man are Hulk's enemies. Hulk won't help Hulk's enemies." And he's also losing it. But then he's doing reverse psychology. He says, "Okay, well, just go. We don't force you. Strange and I will simply fight the Kree on our own. And I will smash them. And I will smash more of them than you ever could." Of course, that Hulk doesn't like that. And he says, "Well, I'm the strongest one there is. I'm going to smash more than you." But even Namor admits that the Hulk is probably more trouble than he's worth. Meanwhile, he's just crushing and fighting and winning. But then the Toad Man is, basically praising the Hulk, and now he thinks, "Oh, I'm getting praised. Maybe the Toad Man or the Ugly Man are not as evil as I thought. I have friends now, right?" Okay. All right. So the battle goes, well. But then Tarvax is not really handling that very well. And he says, "I don't know what brings you to Trellnax-3, but your interference is a campaign. In this campaign will not be tolerated." And he's enraged. And then he's blasting them with some kind of energy. And it seems that, I don't know, barely the shields of Seraphim can hold it. But then Hulk recognizes its power. Also the smell and the sound. I didn't know that this has a smell, but yeah, I don't know. But it is the power cosmic, like the Silver Surfer. And then this thing comes in, and that is ultimate weapon, Star Wheel. And we see here this little tiny dude. And it's none other than the Silver Surfer. He's been trapped, right? And then they're being, zapped by some lights, and they are in the bubbles. But when they go out, they feel some kind of a pain, and it saps their strength. They cannot escape, sort of. So Tarva says, "Perhaps you should have come in with great numbers. Not that it would matter, of course. You have guessed. The star will uses your power against you, draining away any force you exert on it, physical or otherwise, and reflecting it back on you. We took the Silver Surfer by surprise, but now even knowing what you face, you have no hope of escape. You will be subdued and you will join the Silver Surfer as living batteries that will power the war machines of the Kree Empire. You will allow us to take not only this sector, but the universe. All right, but then he says something stupid. He says that, basically bragging, you trust in your power, your strength, your energy, your relentless drive, but you have met a greater power and been broken by it. You challenge the Kree and learn what all shall learn. No power is greater than the Kree Empire. Of course, Hulk doesn't like that. He says no one is stronger than the Hulk. And he's growing, well, if you know, when the Hulk grows mad, he's getting stronger. And then this is happening. And then because of this, there is some kind of a backlash that goes back to the tentacles. And the tentacles goes boom, it explodes. And then also the ship explodes because of the feedback. And yeah, they have won. So the Kree is fleeing, right? With the tail between their legs. And Hulk has some fun time with the Toad Man. So Strange asks, and perhaps we know more of how the curse functions. If you were captured before it drew us to Sky Island several days ago, Surfer, that would explain why it failed to affect you. But the Silver says, no, I was just captured a day ago. So the whole thing about the curse is probably because it's Earth-related. It's linked to Earth, planet-related. So if you go off-world, the curse doesn't affect them. Okay, could work. Anyway, so Silver thanks the Hulk, and the Hulk is happy. And they have some nice banter here, or fun exchange between Silver but who is this guy? I don't recognize the armor that he has on. This glove. So some starry. Oh, wait a minute. Give me a second. 1 second. Where is it? Now, this is a guess. This is a guess. Could it be Nebulon? Right? The Celestial Man. I mean, it could be. And he says stars. I mean, I'm not sure. Who knows? This is volume 1, by the way. Anyway, so Strange wants to contact the rest of the Defenders to see, have contact and, phone in about how it's going on Earth. But then these two have a fight again. And he says, Hellcat and Nighthawk, Valkyrie, what in the name of? Doc, where were you? Why didn't the curse bring you back here? Why couldn't you have saved us? He said, what's going on? It's the Headman. The Headman, they have taken over the world. The Headman? Of all people, the Headman. All right. So this intrigues me a lot, and it, brings us to the next issue that we're going to review pretty soon. Fun stuff, guys. So it was, like I said, fun, simple, not all too complicated. You don't have that always. This is a thing that you want to read. In on a lazy day, on a Sunday. On the couch. Why not? All right, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. See you next time. Bye bye.